Namaste to everyone. I welcome you all in my YouTube video channel. Today I will deliver lecture on group, lecture number 2, in which I will discuss some theorems on group. Now we prove a theorem. Theorem is a group G with binary operation contains only one identity element. Now we prove this. If possible, let E and F are two identity elements in a group G. Let A be any arbitrary element in G. Therefore, for identity element E, we get E operation A equal to A operation E equal to A for all A belongs to G. Let this is number 1. For identity element F, we get F operation A equal to A operation F equal to A for all A belongs to G. This is number 2. Since A is an arbitrary element, in G, therefore replacing A by F in 1, we get E operation F. Here we replace A by F. F operation E equal to F. This is number 3. Again, replacing A by E in 2. F operation E, in place of A we write E equal to E operation F equal to E. This is number 4. From 3 and 4 we get here left side, here E operation F, here also E operation F, here F operation E, here F operation E, and right side is F and E. Therefore, F equal to E. Therefore, F equal to E. So, F and E are not two distinct identities. Therefore, the group G contains only one identity element. Proved. Now we prove the next theorem. In a group G with binary operation, each element has only one inverse. Now we prove this. Prove. Let A belongs to G and A prime, A double prime be two inverses of A. Therefore, A prime operation A equal to A operation A prime equal to E identity element. Here we have considered A prime be the inverse of A. Now for A double prime to be inverse of A, then A double prime operation A equal to A operation A double prime equal to identity element. Now A prime operation A double prime equal to, since associative law holds in group G, therefore we may write this equal to A prime operation A under bracket operation A double prime, associative law. Implies that A prime operation, this is number 1, this is number 2. A operation A double prime, this is identity element, equal to A prime operation A, this is also identity element. Using 1 and 2 implies that this equal to A prime and this equal to A double prime. Therefore, two inverses of A are same. Therefore, each element has only one inverse. Proved. Now we prove the next theorem. In a group G with binary operation, number 1, A operation B equal to A operation C implies that B equal to C. This is left cancellation law. Number 2, B operation A equal to C operation A implies that B equal to C. This is right cancellation law. For all A, B, C belong to G. Firstly, we prove number 1. Let A, B, C belong to group G. A belongs to G implies that A inverse belongs to G. Let A operation B equal to A operation C implies that A inverse operation, A operation B, we take A inverse operation in both sides. A inverse operation implies that associative law holds in group. Therefore, we may write this equal to A inverse operation A under bracket operation B. Here also be same, A inverse operation A, this under bracket operation C, implies that A inverse operation A means identity element E equal to, here identity element operation C, here associative law, here E be the identity element. Implies that E operation B means B, E operation C means C, proved B equal to C. Now we prove number 2. Let B operation A equal to C operation A. We take operation A inverse in both sides. Since associative law holds in group, therefore we may write this B operation A inverse equal to C operation A inverse, associative law. Implies that B operation A inverse is the identity element, C operation A inverse is the identity element, E be the identity element. B operation identity element equal to B equal to C operation identity element is C, then B equal to C, proved. Now we prove the next theorem. In a group G with binary operation, for all AB belong to G, each of the equation A operation X equal to B and Y operation A equal to B has unique solution. The meaning of this theorem is that if A and B be two elements in group G, then we relate A with B such that there exists a unique element. Let this is C equal to B. A operation C equal to B means if A and B are two elements, two distinct elements, then we get a unique element in place of X such that A operation, that unique element equal to B. Similarly, A and B be two distinct elements, then there exists a unique element, that is D, and operation with A gives B. Now we prove this theorem. Let G be a group and A belongs to G implies that A inverse belongs to G. Let B belongs to G, then A inverse B belongs to G. Now, A operation, A inverse operation B equal to, since associative law holds in group, this equal to A operation A inverse operation B associative law. This equal to identity element A operation A inverse equal to identity element operation B equal to B, implies that A operation A inverse operation B equal to B. Therefore, in place of X, we get A inverse B. That is, therefore, A inverse operation B is a solution of equation A operation X equal to B. Means in place of X, here we get A inverse B. Whether this solution is unique or not, we have to examine this. Let x1 and x2 be two solutions of equation A operation X equal to B. Therefore, A operation x1 equal to B and A operation x2 equal to B. Right side B same, therefore A operation x1 equal to A operation x2 implies that left cancellation law holds. Therefore, x1 equal to x2 for left cancellation law. Therefore, two solutions are same, that is, we get a unique solution. Proved. Prove part 2, that is Y operation A equal to B has unique solution. Let A belongs to G implies that A inverse belong to G, and let B belongs to G. Therefore, B operation A inverse belong to G. Now, B operation A inverse operation A equal to B operation under bracket A inverse operation A, associative law. This equal to B operation A inverse operation A is the identity element equal to B. Therefore, B operation A inverse operation A equal to B. So, B operation A inverse is a solution of equation Y operation A equal to B. Here we see that in place of Y we get B operation A inverse. Here operation A, here equal to B. Now we examine the uniqueness of the solution. Let y1 and y2 be two solutions of equation Y operation A equal to B. Implies that y1 operation A equal to B and y2 operation A equal to B. Here right side be equal, therefore y1 operation A equal to y2 operation A. By right cancellation law, y1 equal to y2. By right cancellation law. Therefore, y1 and y2 are not two distinct solutions of Y operation A equal to B. Hence, we get a unique solution. Proved. Now we prove the next theorem. In a group G with binary operation, A operation B whole inverse equal to B inverse operation A inverse for all AB belong to G. Now we prove this. Let G with binary operation be a group for AB belong to G. We get A inverse B inverse belong to G, and also by closure law A operation B belong to G, and by closure law B inverse operation A inverse also belong to G. Now B inverse operation A inverse. Operation A operation B equal to, by associative law, B inverse operation A inverse operation A operation B. Associative law. This equal to B inverse operation, this A inverse operation A, associative law, operation B. This is the same law, equal to B inverse operation. Here A inverse operation A is the identity element, operation B equal to B inverse operation, identity element operation B is B, and B inverse operation B is the identity element. E be the identity element. This is number 1. Now A operation B operation B inverse operation A inverse, this equal to A operation associative law B operation B inverse operation A inverse by associative law equal to A operation B operation B inverse by associative law by the same law, associative law, equal to A operation. Here B operation B inverse is identity element, operation A inverse. E be the identity element. A operation. Here E operation A inverse is the A inverse, and this is A operation A inverse be the identity element. This is number 2. From 1 and 2 we get B inverse operation A inverse operation under bracket A operation B equal to under bracket A operation B operation B inverse operation A inverse equal to identity element. That means B inverse operation A inverse is the inverse of A operation B. Therefore, B inverse operation A inverse equal to A operation B whole inverse implies that A operation B whole inverse equal to B inverse operation A inverse. Proved. Thanks for watching my video. If you are satisfied with my presentation and contents, then please click on like button and do subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.